Nope.
You got it. He's this way.
All right, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
We the Hebrew Israelites of GMS Louisiana, of the Lafayette branch, coming back once again with another live sit-down lesson. All right, but of course, before we go any further, all right, we want to turn and face east and give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash.
Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well over the flock, and also peace and salutation to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
All right, pretty much as you can see from the title of the lesson, okay, the elect desire life after America. Okay, the elect of the nation of Israel, which are the elect of Yahweh Shema Shai, chosen from the foundation of the heavens and the earth. Okay, desire a life beyond America. Okay, because clearly this life that we're living right here in America, Babylon the Great, as well as wherever the elect are scattered at throughout the four corners of the earth in these outer days. Okay, our life is miserable. You know, our life is basically hell. Okay, you got it right.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 16. But now they desire a better country that is an heavenly, wherefore the Lord is not ashamed to be called their power, for he hath prepared for them a city. You got it, brother.
Yeah, God. You know, so the elect, we desire a better country. Okay, which is you know, the New Jerusalem, the Holy Land. Okay, the land that was promised to us through by way of our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
Because this country that we're living in right now, America, Babylon the Great, as well as whatever other countries the elect are in these outer days, okay, are waxing worse and worse. You know, we see all these various left-hand energies and left-hand agendas being pushed, okay, in our faces more and more. Okay, the alphabet agenda. Yes. All right, the you know, the food is getting more and more toxic. The water is getting more and more toxic. Okay, the people in general are getting more and more toxic and dumbed down. You know, we have no future in this place. Okay, you know, and so, you know, that's why, you know, we say the water Yahweh Shema Shai for putting the Holy Spirit upon each and every one of us and the hopeful elect. Okay, starting with our apostles and bishops and elders on down of Great Millstone, as well as those that came before them. Okay, we say the water Yahweh Shema Shai for opening up our eyes and opening up our spirits to see that there's another glory coming after this life. Okay, which is the kingdom of heaven. All right,
that's right.
You got another precept?
Just a real quick one. This is Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, ye children of Israel, for the Lord had the controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Lord in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood toucheth blood.
Right. So because of all the killing, the stealing, the lying, the adultery that we see going on throughout this land, and especially amongst our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Lord said he has a controversy. Okay, he has a problem with all these things. All right, and that's why the Lord is ultimately getting ready to destroy this land. So America, Babylon the Great, okay, which is also the spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt. Okay, the last captivity that we Israelites would be in these outer days, which is you know, our worst captivity. Okay, this is literally hell that we're living in. All right, pursuant to Isaiah 5:13. You know, which like is our captivity to hell. You want to say something?
Yeah, and it tells you in Numbers. All right, the land cannot be cleansed, but by him that defileth the land, man. All right, and that's Esau, Edom. And we know that this land is going to be cleansed by that nuclear sword. And so ultimately that leads us to desire a life after America, man. Yes. All right, to seek the heavenly things, the kingdom of heaven. New Jerusalem, as the brother quoted. But I got that Proverbs whenever you're ready, unless you have one.
You bring it out right now.
All right.
So you'll get into the lesson. The Lord willing to be edifying. All right.
That's right. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
All right. And this is the word vision in Proverbs 29 and 18. It says Strong's G 2377. It says Chazawan. It says vision, vision, oracle, prophecy, divine communication. Okay, vision as title of book of prophecy. Okay, so basically, when people have no vision, all right, when they have no divine oracle, no divine communication from on high, from the heavens, okay, basically they perish. Okay, and one of the things that inspired us to bring that scripture out is because here it is, more and more every week, every month, every day, we see America waxing worse and worse. Okay, whether it be economically, whether it be the job market, okay, just the overall vibration of the people in this society. The relationship between men and women is getting worse and worse every day. With this whole feminism versus red pill philosophies that's going out. Okay, children are waxing worse and worse every day, and we see the effect that all these things are having on the average everyday American. People are bugging out more and more every day. People are losing their minds. More and more people are getting on drugs every day. Okay, fentanyl, opium, all these different drugs.
Yep.
Okay, people are becoming more and more alcoholics every day because they see that all of their hopes and dreams and aspirations in this world are fading away because the society is going down. Want to say something?
I got a precept. You go ahead with your point. I'm gonna get it for you.
Yeah, God.
I got it.
Okay, come on.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 1, and this is the mindset of these an average American. If you could take a look into the mindset of the average American, all right, you will see this, man. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright, our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy, neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. And if you look into the mindset of the average American, in their minds, they're not seeing past America. They're not seeing past what's going on in their local towns, what's going on in their state, all right? They don't even have the mindset to pick up the newspaper, all right, or scroll down and see what's actually going on in the world to realize and come to the realization that it's filled with nothing but lamentations, mournings, and woes, man, all right? Pestilence, famines, earthquakes, wars, rumors of wars, man. So with taking that approach and taking heed to the vision, we know that there's a life after America, man. All right, we take heed unto the oracles, and it says, "You want to speak on? You got it, bro. You got it." It says, verse 2: "For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart." So ultimately, it says, we shall be hereafter as though we had never been, and that's that YOLO spirit, man. All right, here today, gone tomorrow, fly by night spirit. But the elect know, like it read in Proverbs the 29th chapter, the law endureth forever, and we're gonna have that law in our inward parts in the kingdom, man. After America, all right. Envision a life after America. You being in this truth, you have to have vision, man. All right. All the prophets had vision. All right, they were speaking against the evils in their captivities, but they saw the kingdom afar off, man. They spoke of it. You got it, brother. That was it.
Because a lot of these Americans, for example, they have the mindset that once America goes down, then that's pretty much the end of the world. This whole end of the world mindset. Well, yeah, it is going to be an end of a world, okay, but it's not going to be the end of the world. It's just going to be the end of Esau's world. Like it says in 2nd Ezra. Khan, huh?
You want me to bring it up?
Yeah, Khan.
All right, this is 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. It's, where you want me to start at? Oh, I start at 7. Okay. It says, 2nd Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham onto Isaac. When Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
And not a lot of people know this. Okay, not even a lot of so-called Christians know this. Okay, your average Christian, first and foremost, they don't know who Esau, Edom is according to the Bible. They don't even know who Jacob is according to the Bible. And let alone these Christians, and as well as the rest of the people of this world, they don't understand that when this current world goes down by Yahweh Shemel Shai, it's just going to be the end of Esau's world. Okay, not the end of the world. All right, because when the end of Esau's world comes, all right, by way of thermonuclear destruction in World War III, as well as from the chariots of Yahushua and the holy angels, that's going to be the beginning of the next world after this. Okay, which is the world of Jacob, which is the kingdom of heaven.
That's all right. Got a quick one for you. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
Hey, so just said, Israel's going to be saved with an everlasting salvation. Okay, that's the world, all right, that is speaking of in John 3:16. God so loved the world. It's talking about Israel. All right, Israel being saved, receiving salvation by way of the second coming of who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, with an everlasting salvation. Okay, so the next world to come after this world, all right, after America and its beast system, is the world of Jacob, which is the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be governed by Yahushua and 144,000, the tabernacle of David, with the 12 apostles at the forefront of that. Okay, under Yahushua. All right,
that's right. I got another one. You have one?
Yeah, I had that Proverbs 29:18 in ESV.
Okay, go ahead.
All right,
you got it.
This you can speak on it if you want.
Okay.
All right. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18 again, but this time in the ESV. All right, the Eastern Standard Version. It says, "Where there is no prophetic vision, the people cast off restraint. But blessed is he who keeps the law."
Right. They cast off their restraint because they're operating under their own understanding, man. They're not operating by the testimony of Yahushua. We're operating, could you get a Revelation 19:10, brother? All right, we're operating under the testimony of Yahushua because we have the mindset of the hopeful elect, those 144,000 faithful witnesses. When you go into a court of law, you have testimony, you have witness testimony. All right, you have witnesses that are put on, evidence that is put against a certain side. That's likened unto the elect in Ezekiel 9:4, sighing and crying on the highways and byways for the abominations done in the midst thereof. We had a testimony of Yahushua, man. Apostle Paul spoke of that. He said, be not therefore ashamed of the testimony, right? Nor of me, the Lord's prisoner. Roughly paraphrasing, man. All right, so we're prisoners for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. But ultimately, we contemplate, we meditate on a life after America. Just think about a prisoner. He's behind bars. He's in that cell all day. He's thinking about what I'm going to do when I get out. What's life like on the outside? And the outside to us is the kingdom. Because this is slavery, man. All right? You go to and fro throughout the society, there's nothing but snares and straits. There's nothing but uncomfortability, if that's a word, man. All right? There's nothing but situations and entrapments, man. Entanglements in this society, man. So we desire a better country, man. Better than this, where the earth is can breathe again, man. Where the fruits, the animals, the trees, they can breathe again. It speaks to that in Isaiah. When we go into the kingdom, man, basically we're gonna be able to walk with lions. All right, the trees are gonna rejoice. Okay, that's life after America. And if you can't see that, if you're only seeing life in America the next 5-10 years, you have no vision, man. But you got it, brother. That was it.
This is the one you called for.
Okay.
This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy.
Right, the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy, man. All right, Yahushua didn't come to destroy the law. All right, he came to what? Fulfill it, man, through prophecy. All right, but you have to have faith. You have to have vision. In order to have vision in something, all right, you have to have faith because you're looking at it long term. You're looking at it not just for tomorrow. All right, you're looking for a better country past this society, man. When it all gets destroyed, all right, and you're hoping for that. That's the will of the Lord ultimately. So if you're hoping for a better country, ultimately you're preparing yourself every day. You're getting in that mindset every day. You're staying in that mindset. You're staying spiritual. Don't let Esau, Edom, and this society get you out of your character, man. Your spiritual character. You got to stay within the restraints of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, and walk that line in the spirit of prophecy and have that testimony. You got to make it sure. All right, go ahead, brother. You got to make it stick, like they say in the court of law. You got evidence. You want to make it stick. All right. So we want to convict this devil, man. Esau, Edom. We want to cross our T's and dot our I's through prophecy, to where the Most High, when He judges this place, no stone is going to be left unturned. Go ahead, brother.
Get that 2nd Ezra 7.
All right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, and I'm going to start at 41. This is 2nd Ezra 7 and 41, and it reads, "Even so now, seeing corruption is grown up, and wickedness increased, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly, wherefore shall it not be so now also?"
Matter of fact, you can read verse 41 again.
All right, 2nd Ezra 7 and 41. "Even so now, seeing corruption is grown up, and wickedness increased, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly,
Right.
Wherefore shall it not be so now also?"
Right. So, here it is, an angel telling Ezra's, okay, corruption is growing up, wickedness was increased, all right, back during his time, all right, and Ezra's was alive during the time when ancient Babylon was in power, okay, under Nebuchadnezzar. And how much more has corruption and wickedness grown in this time, all right, being that we're in Babylon the Great, okay, and that's why you see all the wickedness going on throughout the earth, okay, unrighteous decrees going out, the law being slack, therefore righteous judgment never going forth, okay. We're living at the height of wickedness, okay, where wickedness is at an all-time high throughout society before Yahushua comes back, okay. You had a precept?
I can keep going.
No.
I'm going to wait a little while. 2nd Ezra 14, 2nd Ezra 7, Salakia, and 42, and it reads, 2nd Ezra 7 and 42, it says, "He answered me and said, This present life is not the end, where much glory doth abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak."
Right. And that's the mindset that the Lord is instilling in us more and more in these latter days. That this present life, this present world, this present kingdom that we're dwelling in right now, which is temporal, is not the end all be all of life. Okay, it's not the end all be all of glory that's to come upon the earth. Okay, because here it is right now, we're in Esau's glory, in which Esau, through his left hand science and left hand technology, is trying to deceive the whole world into thinking that he's the end all be all of life. Okay, through his AI, through his contactless
Pseudoscience.
Yeah, pseudoscience, his contactless type technology,
Payments.
These phones and these computers and whatnot.
Yeah.
People look at all these things and they're like, wow, what can be better than this? Woo.
Hey, Revelation 13, it tells you that.
I was just thinking about
Con,
that.
brother.
That's spirit.
Yep. That's that left-handed energy.
Yep.
And he's going to do the same thing with the Charagma, to present to you what? Life in America. All right? Under his NWO. But we see past the Charagma, man. All right? He's going to do what? He's going to put it in front of you as a great miracle. People are going to say, wow, this guy got healed from palsy. This guy got healed from mental illness. This person got healed from stage 5 cancer, blindness, or epilepsy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's things that ultimately on the right hand side, the middle of the Lord, we're going to be getting that power, man. Through Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. And that's going to usher us into the kingdom. All right? I got one for you. I got two, actually. It's Hebrews 13 and 14. It says, For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. That was it.
Right. We have no continuing city in this place. Okay, we have no continuing life. Because you gotta think, we that's of the hopeful elect that's singing this new song throughout the four corners of the earth, that's preaching against Babylon the Great, preaching against his beast system and his image, and against his charagma. You best believe when Esau starts to come down with those draconian laws and those unrighteous decrees, they don't want people like us no longer in the earth, because of the mindset that we have and his message that we preach. Okay, so therefore, we have no reason to desire, any life, any continuing life in the society. Okay, we have nothing to look back to in this world. What do we have to look back to? A car note, rent, bills and payments,
arguments and disputes all the time, man.
Yeah.
Strife, envy, vainglory. This society is rooted in vainglory, man. These people do anything for clout, man. For attention, just to go viral. It could be something totally wicked, man. Defiling yourself. All right? That's held to a high standard in this society. But this is Micah 2 and 10. It says, Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction.
So this is not our rest. Okay, this is not our comfort. We don't have any comfort or sovereignty in this world. Okay, this world is tainted. Okay, it's only going to wax worse and worse. And if we draw closer and closer to this world, it's going to pollute us and destroy us. Okay, that's why, we this of the hopeful elect, we strive to draw closer and closer to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai more than ever in these latter days. Okay, going forward. All right, so that we don't get caught up in this world when this world finally collapses. Okay.
You have one?
Yeah.
You can go ahead. You got it, bro.
I had 2nd Ezra 7 and 42 in the GNT.
Okay.
All right. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse.
Hold on, the coming, boy. Shalom, brother. Y'all better shimmy on Shabbat. Shalom, brother.
All right. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 112 in the GNT. All right. And the reason that I'm reading verse 112, okay, because when you read 2nd Ezra 7 in the GNT, all right, some of the verses in the KJV, when you read in the GNT, it breaks it down into two separate verses. Okay. So, for example, all right, in the KJV, 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter in the KJV is 70 verses long. Well, when you read that chapter in the GNT, it's 140 verses long. So it breaks certain verses in that chapter into two separate verses. Okay, and the GNT version of 2nd Ezra 7 and 42 is found in verse 112. All right, so 2nd Ezra 7, verse 112 in the GNT, it says, the present age is not the end of everything. Okay, the angel answered, even in this age, the glorious presence of Yahweh is not always seen. That is why the strong have prayed for the weak during this age. Okay, so the angel, told Ezra, this present age, okay, this present life is not the end of everything. This present world is not the end all be all of life. Okay, Babylon the Great. All right, and that this present life, this present age, okay, hasn't fully seen the glory of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, and that's why the kingdom is going to be established. Because once the kingdom of heaven is going to be established, this world is going to fully see the total glory of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, through Yahweh Shai and the elect. We're going to receive those new bodies, okay, fashioned like unto Yahweh Shai's body. We're going to have the law, statutes, commandments written in our inward parts. Okay, we're going to have spiritual power on a high scale, on a higher level. Okay, just as on a level of the angels. Okay, because even in 2 Zechariah 12 and 8, it tells you that the house of David is going to be as an angel of the Lord, okay, as an Alahayim. So we're literally going to be like angels on the earth. Okay, this world is going to see the full glory of Yahweh Shema Shai in the next world to come, which is the kingdom of heaven. And that's why we don't look at this world as the end all be all of life. Okay?
That's right.
You got it up.
It's not the end all be all, man. We desire something better, man.
Yes.
And that's the mindset of a true ruler. They're not satisfied with the crumbs. They want the whole loaf, man. We want our inheritance, man. We want what is rightfully ours at the end of the day, right?
Yep.
So this is the book of John, chapter 18, verse 36 in the NLT. Yahushua answered, "My kingdom is not an earthly kingdom. If it were, my followers would fight to keep me from being handed over to the Jewish leaders. But my kingdom is not of this world." All right. So if Yahushua himself said his kingdom is not of this world, so what should the mindset of his servants be? All right. The same. Our kingdom is not of this world. We seek for a life after America, wherein dwelleth righteousness, right? Because we know this society is being dissolved, man. So I got another one just to back you up, and you got it out.
Yeah.
This is 2 Peter 3 and 11. It says, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved," you can get that word too, brother.
Yeah,
It says, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Lord, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat."
All right. This is the word dissolve.
Strong's G 3089. Luo.
All right. Luo. It says, I'm gonna just go straight to the good ones.
Okay.
It says,
The water.
all right. It says, under definition 3D, it says to do away with, to deprive of authority, whether by precept or act.
Oh, man. Come on now. So the word is going out, then it's going to be action that follows it, man. One more time. Could you start over again? That's beautiful, huh?
Con.
It says, "Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved," and that reminds me of the one, I believe it's in 1 Corinthians, is it? It says that the fashion of this world fadeth away.
Yep.
Is that 1 Corinthians?
1 Corinthians 7. Yep.
Kind of fashion of this world fadeth away, man. So if the fashion of this world fadeth away, then something has to come forth, all right? Some light has to come forth, right? If something is fading away, something has to come forth into the light, man. And that's the kingdom of heaven. That's New Jerusalem. You got it, brother.
So definition 3D, again, it says to do away with, to deprive of authority, whether by precept or act.
Come on, man. The Lord is a man of war, so ultimately this word establishes actions. When you read certain precepts, certain prophecies, they've either come to pass or are yet to come to pass. They've either had past actions or future actions to take place, man. All right, so ultimately we desire in our minds something that this society cannot see or envision or have a vision of. We meditate on these scriptures and we think what the kingdom of heaven will be like, what dwelling with the laws in our inward parts and not going off will be like, man. Because in this society we catch so much hell that this society puts on you the spirit of wanting to go off, man. We want something better than that. All right, brothers got some precepts on the comment board. Y'all Bashim Yal Shabrak, a thumb, Shalom, Makim. All right. Kind of brother posted the precept. All right. This is GMS Tazadak Lafayette backup account. It says 1 Corinthians 7 and 31. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world pass it away.
Man, so we don't abuse ourselves in this world. We don't become too attached to this world or the things of this world. We only use it. Okay, we only use this world, so that we can, handle whatever business that we gotta handle, so that we can, provide for ourselves. Okay, have a roof over our head, have food in our stomachs, have clothes in our backs, as well as, be able to provide for the brothers. Okay, we use this world so that we can be useful to Yahweh Shimon Shai.
And that's a lesson too.
Damn, God,
Kind, bro.
yes.
Hey, beautiful.
Yep.
Brother got another one. All right. This is from the brother Hassad 144, Colossians 3:2. Another good one. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth, man. All right. Hey, that's plain, man. So that mindset is not what you're gonna find in the average person in the supermarket. The person you look side by side with at the red light, man. They're not gonna be on the same mindset as you. That's the mindset for the hopeful elect, man. We see things past waking up on a Monday and just going to work, man. We seek for that better country wherein dwelleth righteousness. Starting with Yahweh Shai, like it tells you in Isaiah 9:6, the government shall be upon his shoulders. So Yahweh Shai is gonna ultimately set that tone, man, for the rest of the nation, for us to come in. All right, and it starts with this testimony. All right, go ahead, brother.
Real quick, I have the word affection from the brother's precept, Colossians 3:2.
I'll bring it back up.
Set your affection on things on high from Colossians 3:2. Now, this is the word affection in the Greek.
Strong's G 5426. Phraneo.
All right, and I'm gonna go straight to the point. This is under definition 3, Roman numeral 3. It says to direct one's mind to a thing, to seek, to strive for.
Man.
Yeah. So hey, we direct our minds, all right, on things above in the heavens. Okay, the heavenly glory, because we've already seen enough of the glory up on earth. We've already seen enough highlights of niggas dunking from the free throw line, all right, and shooting half-court 3-point shots.
Tired of seeing that, man. That's right, brother. We tired of seeing these low vibrational Netflix series and sitcoms, man.
Yeah.
The desperate housewives of this area, that area, man. We've seen like it tells you. I'm gonna get it real quick, and this just to back you up, right? That point. This is why ultimately we seek a life after America, man, which is the kingdom of heaven. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 14, and it reads, I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. To back you up, you got it, brother.
Right? Yeah, that which is crooked cannot be made straight. America, in the ways of America, the wine of Babylon is crooked. Okay, it's off. And it can never be made straight. As the scripture says, Babylon cannot be healed. Okay? Real quick, can you read the latter part of that verse again?
Okay, this is Ecclesiastes 1 and 14. It says, Oshalaki 15, that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered.
Right. That which is wanting cannot be numbered. America is found wanting. Just as ancient Babylon is found wanting. And back in Daniel 5, the writing on the wall. Okay. This place is found wanting. All right, because it's lacking. It's lacking order. It's lacking righteousness. All right. It's lacking the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shimon Shai. And therefore, when it's all said and done, this place is not going to be numbered. Okay. This place is not going to be found left. And rightfully so. Because look at what Babylon has done to the earth. Okay. The influence of Babylon. All these wars. All right. The deception that is put over the faces of the people. Okay. All this wickedness that Babylon through Esau, Edom has done throughout the earth, okay, just making us, more and more desire, okay, for life after this place, all right, life after this kingdom, all right.
Yep, because it tells you when Daniel 7 it says the saints shall take the kingdom, and rule forever and ever, and ultimately that's us. We envision that life after America because we're going to be in rulership, man. We're going to have the dominion, all right? It tells you in Psalms, ask me and I shall give the heathen for thine inheritance. That's life after America, all right? Continual employment. That's life after America for these other nations, man. There is a life outside of going to 9 to 5, paying your taxes, all right? Going through these different seasons, man. Worshiping these different holidays, man. You got to think about it with vision. The brother brought that out earlier, man. You got to have vision, man. Where there's no vision, the people perish. Because there's no sight, there's no direction, man. That's what it goes into. There's no prophecy, all right? There's no foretelling of future things, man. You got it, brother.
And shoot, and also got that article too.
Okay, yep.
And just to make another point as well, just to land back on a point that we was going into a few minutes ago, you know, we've seen enough of the glory of this world. You know, the glory of niggas dunking from the free throw line. You know, the glory of niggas rapping and freestyling and stuff like that. Okay, you know, shooting threes from the logo and all of that. You know, we're tired of seeing this glory. Okay, the glory of niggas just going off, period. You know, because now we want to see the glory of, okay, our people doing it right. Okay, getting right.
Yes.
Which is that heavenly glory. You know, being in new bodies, being in harmony. Okay, having you know, functional marriages, functional family structures. Okay, real family, real order. Okay, we want to see that glory. All right, and that glory is going to come. Okay, we of course we can't have that glory in this society because everything is all tainted. But you know, that glory is going to come in the next life, the next world after America, after Esau's world, the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know?
I can tell you in Jeremiah, the 31st chapter, all right? Man shall not teach his neighbor. All shall come to know the Lord, small and young. You know what I mean? Old and young.
Yep.
We look forward to that. That's righteousness, man. All right? The Lord, the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua governing the entire planet and not this wretched warlock, wizard, sorcerer in charge, man. The whole vibe on the earth is going to change, man, when Esau's taken out of the way. What's that one that says, he that let it will let until he be taken out of the way, man?
Yep.
So you're going to be taken out of the way soon, Esau, but you got to think and have vision and say, okay, when Esau is taken out of the way, what will be put in place of Esau? The kingdom of heaven, righteousness, the elect, the house of Israel. Go ahead, brother. Brother got a quick one. This is Revelation 18:2. All right. It says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. You got it, brother.
Yeah, God. You know, and that's what we see going on in Babylon.
Life after America.
Yep. You know, we see this place falling and crumbling more and more every day. All right, financially. Okay, and Lord willing, very soon, the U.S. government, okay, runs out of cash and ultimately has to default on its debt. Okay, you know,
yes.
We've been seeing news of that, you know, as of this past week. Okay, and all these things are just signs showing that Babylon is falling. And very soon, this place is only going to be the home of, you know, foul spirits and you know, unclean birds. After the Lord, you know, wipes this place out via thermonuclear destruction. You know.
Yes. Salak Rayam Babal, Babakusha, Babakusha, Babakusha. Salak Rayam La Babal, man. Send evils to America, man. All right? Because we know this place is set up. Like you had quoted earlier in Jeremiah, take balm for her, if so she may be healed, man. We know this place it's on its last toenail, man. Like the brother read, and we go into this all the time, we can literally be one alert, one false flag away from this place changing entirely, man. All right. That one on there you want to bring up?
Yeah.
All right. This is 2 Ezra 4:29. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good.
Right. So all of this evil and wickedness that we see in the world right now, it had to be in the world. Okay. In order for the kingdom to come, in order for the good to be established on the earth, you know, wickedness would have to fulfill its course. Okay, you know, because just like before the flood, you know, in order for the flood to come, you know, wickedness had to be in an all-time high in the earth at that time. You know, Jake, the sons of God, had to lose their mind. You know, mingle amongst the heathen. Okay, worshiping their idols, marrying their women, going the hell off. Okay. You know, through all of that wickedness going on in the earth at that time, and then eventually the Lord bringing the flood. That's how righteousness had to be reestablished on the earth once again. Okay, evil being sown. All right, when you see those same vibrations going on in the earth today, just as it was during the time of Noah, where Jake, 2/3 are going off at an all-time high, losing their minds. These heathens are at an all-time high in their rebellion against the Lord through their military, through their technology. Okay, so therefore what? The Lord is going to send another flood, so to speak, in the earth, but this time through fire. Okay, and not the whole entire earth per se, but only certain parts of the earth, primarily America, as well as certain parts of Europe, possibly, as well as certain parts of Russia,
Yep.
Australia,
as well as Israel, man.
Yeah, definitely Israel.
Ezekiel 38, the land that will be brought back from the sword. Yeah, man. The Lord is going to cleanse, and guess what's going to spring forth? All right, fruit, produce. All right, starting with who? Like the brother broke down, Yahweh Shai. All right, King David, the 12, the 144,000 men, women, and children, man. We are a governing body, but it's under righteousness this time, man. I got a quick one out. This is Proverbs 2:17. It says, and this is going into these different philosophies, all right, that strange woman, but ultimately these different philosophies are a makeup of America, man. So when they're taken out of the way and the wicked is taken out of the way, guess who's going to dwell in the land? The righteous. So this is Proverbs 2, and I'm going to start at 18. It says, for her house inclined it unto, I'm going to start at 16, Salakia. It says, Proverbs 2:16, to deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the stranger which flattereth with her words, which forsaketh the God of her youth, and forgetteth the covenant of her father. And that's what America is filled with, man. You got 2/3 that forget the covenant that was made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and just forsake the will and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Turn their back, all right? Turn their back onto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and turn their front to Sodom and Gomorrah, man. To America. But we turn our back to America, man. Remember Lot's wife, as the scriptures say, man. So it says, for her house inclined unto death, and her paths unto the dead, none that go unto her return again, neither take they hold of the paths of life. And that's the American dream. And the American dream is just that, man. You have to be asleep in order to believe it. All right? So it says that thou mayest walk in the way of good men and keep the paths of the righteous. It says, for the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it, but the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. And we're coming into that time where the wicked is being cut off of the earth, man. Starting with Esau, Edom. But guess who the wicked is being replaced with? Righteous. All right? Like it tells you in the Apocrypha, it says, and the city, through prudence, basically the city will be inhabited, man. All right? In due time, the Lord is going to set up one that is profitable. Profitable means what? Beneficial. Good for the earth. Good for everything, man. And that's what Israel is. And you heathens, you're going to know it. You're going to know that we're good for the earth, man. We're good for the universe. We're the chosen people. You got it, bro.
Yep. They will definitely know it after that first 1,000 years.
That's right.
Of us ruling over them, the rod of iron. Okay? The tabernacle of David, establishing order in the earth, righteousness. Okay? Because like it says in Proverbs 29, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Because eventually, you heathens, although you hate the message that we're preaching right now, but eventually, once we get into the kingdom, you're going to appreciate this message. Okay? You're going to appreciate righteousness, okay, being established on the earth through Yahushua and the 144. You're going to appreciate a righteous government, a righteous authority over the earth. Okay? And everything that's going to come with it. It's
right.
Up the brother's point.
This is backing you up. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Right. And you people around the world, especially here in Babylon, you people are mourning. Okay? Because, you people in America, you know that you're being ruled over by a wicked government. Okay? Sleepy Joe and his whole entire regime. Sending all type of money to Ukraine, while leaving you average everyday Americans left out to dry, homeless, on drugs, living in these 10 cities, and therefore you're mourning. Okay? But here it is. No matter how much you people mourn in America, you still for some reason want to see this place continue, and that's the insanity.
Yeah, that's insanity. That's truly insanity, brother.
You know, it's like you.
They see the signs, they see everything going around them,
Yeah.
but they're like, okay, what? Cinco de Mayo, July 4th, I got to get ready for that. My birthday coming up, I got to get ready for that, man. Forget what prophecy says. I got my own life to worry about. That's not the mindset of a king, man. A king says, you know what? Let me count the cost and see if I'm able to go to war with this amount of men, or can I do it with this amount? All right? Ultimately weighing things and saying, you know what? The times we're in, the Lord is about to destroy America and deliver the elect, man. It's not a time to be playing, all right? It's not a time to just see things for what it is. You got to look at the unseen, man. You got it, brother. Brother said Stockholm Syndrome. That's right, bro.
Stockholm Syndrome.
That's right, huh?
Yep. You know, because these people in the world,
You got the article. You can get it too.
yeah,
You make your point. You got it.
yeah, you know, these people in the world, you know, they, you know, again, going back to the, you know, to the title of the lesson, these people in the world can't see life past America, you know, and especially Jake, you know, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, they definitely can't see life past America. You know, if you was to ask 10 so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, primarily so-called Negroes, you know, if you was to ask them one by one, okay, you know, what do you think would be some of the solutions to say fix the so-called black community? I can guarantee you, every last one of them would give you an answer to some degree on, you know, we need to build up so-called black banks. We need to build more so-called black businesses. We need to, you know, elect and vote more so-called black chief of police, so-called black judges, you know, so-called black mayors, you know, black this, black that, black the third. We need to build more so-called black schools. You know, the end all be all of the answers is that we need to establish something here in America, okay? And that's why a lot of 2/3 of our people are going to perish, okay? Because they seek for a kingdom that cannot save them. You know, roughly paraphrasing, what was that?
Lamentations 4.
Yeah,
I got it real quick.
God,
This is Lamentations 4 and 17. It says, as for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Yeah, man. 2/3 are watching for a nation that cannot save them, America. You know, 2/3 are looking to get it in any way they can live, trying to get the bag, trying to, you know, become entrepreneurs, trying to start little businesses here and there, which, you know, that's not unlawful according to the scriptures.
Right.
But, you know, in regards to the signs of the times that we're living in, that's not the mindset that we should be in. We should be in a mindset of hastening the day of the Lord. You know, hastening the next world to come,
Yeah.
which is going to be established by righteousness.
Right.
You know,
Sirach 5 and 7, make no tarrying to come to the Lord. Because in thy security, you will be destroyed, man. Your security is, man, I can't do the works. I got to go worry about my LLC. I got to worry about my snow cone stand. I got to worry about my mechanic shop. I got to worry about the food truck I got. We're worrying about the kingdom of heaven. All those things are going to be burnt up here in America. And that mindset. White House, picket fence, go to college, get a degree, save up for retirement. That whole process is going to be dissolved in the society, man. It's going to be left here in America, man. All right? So the Lord is compelling us to think beyond this place, man. Have vision. All right? So you can sustain these times. Because if you don't have vision, you're going to just take that charagma. Vision says, you know what? I know the Lord is going to deliver me. I know the Lord is going to prepare a place for me. All right? In my Father's house are many mansions. I know the Lord has something better for me than what Esau is trying to spoon feed me, man. That's vision. Not having vision will say, well, you know what, man? I do got to go back to work. Let me go take this juice. Let me go take this this venom. Let me put this charagma inside my body. I got to get back to work. I got to get back on it. I got bills to pay.
I gotta eat.
I got to eat. What about, yeah.
What about my kids, man?
What about my kids? What about my, you know what I mean? What about this? What about that spirit, man? What about what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua promised us, man?
Yes.
That the Lord is not going to make void on, man. He's going to return his promise onto us, man. And we're coming into those times. So your faith should be going to the ceiling, man, not decreasing. You got it, brother.
Yeah.
Brother's got an article as well. Oh, one more verse. It says, verse 18, Lamentations 4 and 18, they hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued upon us in the mountains. They laid waste for us in the wilderness, man. So why would you want to have a life or build a kingdom in a society that they hunt your steps, that you cannot go in their streets? All right. What do they call it? Police brutality. Who is that targeted at? You so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes. Esau makes it to where you have no peace in the society, no rest. All right, you can't go to and fro without getting heckled or harassed by this society, man. By the police, fines and payments. All right, the curses, man. They follow you everywhere you go. So we desire something that's better, and we're working towards it on this side, man. Every day we prepare for it. All right. Every conversation that we have, every thought, we're preparing in our thoughts, man. We're trying to get our thoughts aright and set our hearts aright for this great day, man. So that we could be worthy to receive that life after America, man. You got it, bro. Brother's got a beautiful article for us too.
Yeah, this is an article that the brothers sent in the chat the other day. All right, as you can see, Lord willing, you brothers can see it real good. It's from complex.com. All right, and as you can see from the title of the article, all right, Lord willing, you can see it good. All right, it says Google software engineer jumps to death from New York City headquarters. It says second employee suicide of 2023. All right, it says a 31-year-old senior software engineer at Google jumped to his death from the company's New York City headquarters on Thursday, according to police. Okay, which I believe was last Thursday. All right, it says according to authorities, the man jumped from the 14th floor of the building at around 11:30 p.m. on Thursday. Police received multiple calls reporting an unconscious person near the building on 111 8th Avenue, and when officers arrived at the scene, they found the man and took him to Bellevue Hospital. He was pronounced dead upon arrival. It says handprints were found near the edge of an open-air terrace on the 14th floor, and there is no indication there was a video of the incident or a suicide note left by the victim. Okay. And I'm gonna jump down a little bit. All right, I'm gonna jump down to the last paragraph of this article. It says, per NPR, Google cut 12,000 jobs back in January. The cuts represented approximately 6% of the company's workforce worldwide. The company's CEO, Sundar Pichai, meanwhile, received a huge $226 million payday last year, which was criticized heavily by employees, CNBC reports. It says, for comparison, he received $6.3 million for his work as CEO in 2021. Google did not comment on the huge payday for Pichai. All right, so basically, if you can put two and two together, most likely this individual who jumped to his death probably got laid off from Google. He probably got laid off, lost his job, and so, of course, he didn't have faith in Yahweh Bashim Shai or any higher power for that matter. And so basically, he was like, woe is me. He didn't have any vision. He didn't have any vision past him being laid off from his job. And so therefore what? He made a decision in haste, and he decided to take his own life by jumping from the 14th floor of that building. Okay? And what this article entails is, it's basically a prelude to what a lot of these people are going to be doing when this dollar collapses. Okay, when this economy crashes. All right, all of their hopes and dreams and aspirations of this world, when they see it's going to be completely done away with, when a dollar collapses, a lot of people in this world are going to be, offing themselves, committing suicide, whether it be jumping from buildings, or shooting themselves in the head, or overdosing on drugs, or jumping in front of cars or trucks, getting hit on purpose. Okay, a lot of these people are going to be losing their minds, as well as losing their lives when this whole entire society collapses. And that goes back to the precept that we brought up at the very beginning of this lesson, where there is no vision, the people perish. Because these people of the world, they don't have the vision that we have as the hopeful elect. They don't have the spirit of prophecy that we have as the hopeful elect. So when this world collapses on them, therefore they're gonna perish. They're gonna lose out. You got it, huh?
Yep, I got one backing you up, bud. This is John 12:25 in the NLT. It says, "Those who love their life in this world will lose it." Like this guy here, man.
Yeah.
He loves his life so much
Yep.
that he couldn't see past it. So he lost his life, man. But it says, "Those who care nothing for their life in this world will keep it for eternity," which is a life after America, man. That's eternity for the hopeful elect, man. So it says, "Anyone who wants to be my disciple must follow me, because my servants must be where I am, and the Father will honor anyone who serves me." So we care nothing for our life in this world, man. Does that mean we're not going to attend to our affairs, our daily bread, keep our houses up? No, man. That means that ultimately we're going to do what? We're going to come out of her, my people. Like it said in Micah 2:10. Come out of this place spiritually, right? So we could be a partaker of the spiritual things. You got it, brother. Which is the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
You got it.
All right. This is Matthew chapter 19, and I'm gonna start at verse 27. All right, Matthew 19, verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. Which shall we have therefore? And the Apostle Peter asked a legit question. He was asking to see Yahushua. He was like, look, Lord, we forsake all these things. We forsake our lives, our, occupations, our jobs, even our family, even our wives and our children, all to serve you and follow you. So, what's going to be the reward for all these things? What are we going to receive for this great sacrifice that we're making?
That's right.
It says, verse 28, this is Yahushua's response. Verse 28, and Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, which is basically reincarnation, okay, ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. So Yahushua was like, look, when I sit in the throne of my glory, which is the kingdom of heaven, y'all are going to sit on thrones as well. That's right, 12 thrones, which, as it says in the book of Psalms, the set thrones of judgment. The tabernacle of David. Okay?
Yep. And we've came back into this truth. Like it tells you in Romans. Let me get it real quick. Like it says the regeneration, because we came back into our lots every time doing the same thing. The spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. So every time we've come back, serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, longing for the kingdom, longing for a life after captivity, man, outside of captivity. All right, what all the prophets spoke of. This is Romans 8:19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. All right, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willing, but by reason of him who has subjected the same in hope. But the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. And we're going to obtain, like the scriptures say, from glory to glory. All right, we're going to obtain that glorious liberty. All right, after America. All right, in a life after America, which is the kingdom of heaven, which we long for, man. Like I was looking for a better word for long for something. And a brother came up with it, which we entitled the lesson, what's the elect desire a life after America. So we've been coming back desiring and wanting the kingdom, man. All right? Following Yahushua. You got it, brother.
A little bit more than Matthew 19. All right. Matthew 19, verse 29, it says, Yahushua is speaking, and everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake. Okay, so you have to, forsake all those things for the name's sake. Okay, the names of Yahweh Shema Shai. It says, shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. Okay, now when Yahweh says you have to forsake your mother and your father, your wife and children, all these different things, is this saying that when you come into the truth and serve the Lord, that you just completely forsake your father and mother and all those things? No, because clearly in the law it tells you you're supposed to honor your father and your mother. That's a law. And Yahweh even taught that. The same thing with your wife and children. When you come to the truth, does that mean you have to all of a sudden become a deadbeat father and a deadbeat husband and no longer take care of your family? No. Okay, it just means you don't prioritize your mother, your father, or your wife and your children over Yahweh Shema Shai. You still take care of your family and your children. It's just that Yahweh Shema Shai comes first. Okay?
Yep.
And when you put Yahweh Shema Shai first, okay, your father, your mother, your wife and children, your houses and all these different things, in the kingdom, you're going to receive all those things back 100-fold in abundance. Okay? Which is going to come in the next life to come after America.
Right. And Yahushua said that. This is Matthew 12. And I got another one after that. We can start wrapping it up. Matthew 12 and 46. Yahushua, it says, while he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren still without, desiring to speak with him. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. And this is a perfect example of what the brother said about prioritizing, man. You don't prioritize and put your family, your mother, your land over Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Okay, it says, and Yahushua is the perfect example of that. It says, but he answered and said unto them that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hands toward his disciples and said, behold my mother and my brethren, for whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. You see? So ultimately, our mothers, our brethren, okay, those are the men, Salakia, who our mother and our brethren are the men of the Lord, man. Our neighbors, okay, who are putting their lives on the line to do what? Partake in that life after America, man. We're all on one accord, man. My brother is someone that what? He speaks the same thing that I speak, man. We agree. We have the same doctrine. All right? Go ahead, brother. And I got one too. This is a real quick, and this is Revelation 3 and 12. All right, it's Yahushua speaking. Him that overcometh will I make. I'm going to start at 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my power and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name. So we're coming down from heaven because ultimately we're going to be beamed up, man, into those chambers, into those chariots, man. All right, and we're going to come down and do what? Rule, govern, lay down law, man. The scriptures tell you in a moment of the twinkling of an eye, we're going to be changed, man. That corruptible is going to put on incorruptible. It tells you in 1 Corinthians, the 50th chapter, man. So when that corruption puts on incorruption, you got to think about it. We're not going to be dwelling here in America. So there is a life after America. We do seek for a better country. Here we have no continuing citizen. This society, it has a cap on it, man. It has boundaries that it can't go past, man. You got it, brother. That was it. Like
people are going to be trying to surpass those boundaries, but all they're going to do, like the brother said, there's a cap on the society, right? People are going to be trying to surpass those boundaries, and all they're going to end up doing is just hitting their head on that cap. You know,
on the ceiling.
like
Dead
boom.
ceiling.
Yeah.
Dead ceiling.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, brother.
Yep.
That was all I had.
You know, like the brother read earlier in John 12:25. Those that try to save their life in this world, they're gonna lose it. You know, because when the system crashes, people are going to be trying to stock up on food and water and guns and all these different things, all of these carnal things, but they're going to end up losing when it's all said and done regardless, because they're not covered by the blood of Mashiach Yahushua. But Lord willing, we hope that we are.
That's
you know?
right. That's right, bro. You got anything?
Yeah, that glory to glory. I almost forgot about that scripture
Yeah.
too.
You got it.
This is let's see. All right, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 3. All right, 2 Corinthians chapter 3 and 18. But we all, with open face, beholding as in a glass the glory of the Lord, are changed into the same image from glory to glory, even as by the Spirit of the Lord. So so through the Spirit, we're being changed into the same image of Yahushua. Like it tells you, in Romans 8 chapter, we're being conformed into the image of Yahushua. And so through that process, we're being changed from glory to glory. We're being changed from the glory of this flesh to the glory of the Spirit. Okay, and ultimately into the glory of the new bodies. Okay, as well as the glory of the new covenant and the kingdom. But it all starts with, receiving this truth. Okay, and having faith in this truth. All right, like various apostles and elders of GMS, always like to go into. Apostle Ricard was the first one to coin this phrase. The kingdom starts in your mind. It starts in your mind. Like Yahushua said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. And so, we're being changed into the glory of the kingdom of heaven, but it all starts in our minds, in our spirits. Okay, renewing our mind. Okay, putting up the old ways, the old man. All right, and making our bodies living sacrifice and doing our reasonable service to Yahweh Shema Shai, being conformed into the image of Yahweh Shai. And so, through this works and through this sacrifice that we're making, it's going to ultimately lead to us receiving the glory of Yahweh Shai, okay, which is the new bodies in the new covenant, and being joint heirs with his glory in the kingdom. You got it up?
Just backing you up, right? It's 1 Corinthians 13 and 12 in the NLT. It says, now we see things imperfectly, like puzzling reflections in a mirror. But then we will see everything with perfect clarity. All that I know now is partial and incomplete, but then I will know everything completely, just as the Lord now knows me completely. And that then is after America, man. We're going to know everything completely, man. Now, here on this planet Earth, we know everything according to what we're supposed to know, all right? In Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to get us out of America, so we could be delivered. But ultimately, after America, all right, when we inherit those incorruptible bodies, those celestial bodies, man, we're going to have everything completely. Like it says, we're going to see things with perfect clarity, man. All right? You got it, brother.
We're going to know, we're going to receive the knowledge of how the earth was created, okay, all over again. We're going to receive the knowledge of how waters were created, how the heavens were created, and even how we ourselves were created. We're going to receive all that knowledge once we get into the kingdom. But right now, we don't have that understanding because, right now it's not necessary. The only knowledge that the Lord has given us that we only need right now is just the knowledge to be delivered the hell up out of here. And that's enough.
Yeah, it tells you in Apocrypha, I believe it says, is it Wisdom of Solomon? It says, hardly do we guess right. The corruptible body presses down the soul, man. And the mind used to many things, roughly paraphrasing. So, hey, we're looking forward to a better country, man, which is New Jerusalem, all right? Which coming down from heaven. So ultimately, we got to get out of this place first. But like you quoted from Apostle Romlan, correctly? Apostle Ricard Salaki. All right. The kingdom starts with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right, man. The kingdom comes from within, man. It starts with them.
And that's
You got
why you read it a few minutes ago in Revelation 3:11. Matter of fact, you can read that again.
Yeah. All right.
Because Yahushua said, "Hold fast which that which thou hast."
Yep. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 11, and it reads, "Behold, Yahushua speaking, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown."
Right. Hold fast that which thou hast. Okay, holding something fast, meaning what? Holding it firm. Having a tight grip on it. Damn that bear hugging it like the brother just did. Because hey, this world is trying to take away what we have. Okay, what was given to us via the Holy Spirit, which is the truth. Okay, the Lord gave it to us in our minds. Okay, through the men that He set up to teach us His word. The apostles and the bishops and the elders of Great Millstone. Okay, so all we have to do is just hold fast to it. Don't drop the ball. Don't drop the bag. Don't fumble the ball.
That's right, bro.
Hold on to it. Hold it high and tight. Like they teach you in football.
Yep.
Okay, until you reach the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you reach the end zone, that's when Yahushua is going to give us that crown, the crown of life.
That's right.
All right, in the chariots.
Beautiful analogy, bro.
Mm.
Yep. You got anything?
Huh?
Hey, Lord willing, this message has been edifying. We're going to say Samai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Achad. It's here, O Israel, the Lord our power is one Lord. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone. We're going to turn to face the east and give infinite honors and praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushua by Hashem Rakakadash. All right, Lord willing, this message has been edifying. Once again, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last seconds of time. Abba, Kwam Yasha'Allah, Shalom. Until next time, Akim, Shalom. Shalom, Akim. He said,